連中には悪いが、レジスタンスの戦力なんぞ、はっきり言って当てにならん。ええ。お前も踏ん張れよ。まあ、
Kira's just saying right.
心配ないとは思う。
Like Kira's thinking, that's the same thing I think about all of you.
Alright, we are calling all Gundam Seed pilots. Are you ready to double your deployment? Join us on Patreon and get double episodes dropped right away. Once we reach 30 patrons, we'll bring double episodes to YouTube for everybody to experience. So fuel your Gundam addiction on Patreon. So let's build this community together, join Patreon, and get those double episodes of Gundam Seed.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Justin, and we are here with episode 20 of Gundam Seed. How about you go ahead and tell us what happened last time? And if you could, talk in Gothic Sans.
I will do my best. I just had a blank on last episode. So
Prithee, regale us with what happened in times gone by.
Last episode was an episode. That's for sure.
Consisted of at least 23 to 24 minutes.
23 to 24 minutes. Wow, my mind went blank.
Okay, first
so
off,
hard.
we had Atherin in a yellow shirt. Take us from there.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. So Atherin went to visit Lacus. He got real annoyed at his own children of his own of the little bouncy guys that he made.
Haru.
And they had a lovely dinner or a little picnic outside on a lovely day with a lovely day. And discussed, it was brought up of if he had seen Kira, because Lacus was like, hey, he's your friend, right? Have you seen him?
She also fed birds. Something. She fed them something.
It's true. Then we also had it revealed that Zala has a secret mission that he's trying to sneakily get through. He is also
secret.
Very much a coordinator supremacist and doesn't think that naturals have a reason for being around. He sees them as the coordinators as the next evolution of humanity.
Sometimes I feel like you pause just to let me correct you in case you're wrong, because I have a habit of like butting in.
No. That was a pause. Thank you. That was a pause to remind myself that we also had a moment of Kira looking like he wanted to check in on Sai. Then noticing Flay.
He was escorting the food, it looked like.
But he hung around while it was happening.
On the outside, he didn't even look in, what it felt like.
It's true. The vibe I got was that he wanted to check in. But then he saw Flay spying on while he was hanging out in his room. Flay came in, tried to make a move on him again, and he was like, "I'm not having this right now. Get off me." Threw her off, and they had him crying in a corner.
He wasn't crying.
Yeah, it was.
One, we know what Kira sounds like when he was crying. That did not happen.
He wasn't ugly crying. I'll give you that. But there was tears.
Two, I don't remember tears. I guess that's my thing. I was about to say there was no tears because I was about to say there was no tears, and you clearly said there were tears before I could even say that. So I don't know. Clearly, one of us has gone off wrong on this one. You also.
And as for no, go.
It's a good old Canadian standoff, but only one of us is Canadian. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say you didn't mention Gizul's mother meeting with apparently Eileen, somebody I don't think we've ever mentioned before, ever.
Correct. We haven't.
Also, the fact that Klein is the leader was written on a bunch of magazines.
So you caught those magazines, I did not, which is why it didn't stick in my head.
I think they were on like a magazine rack that Athrun was driving past, but the camera like zoomed in on it for some reason. Probably because Athrun is tied to Lacus and Siegel Klein is Lacus's dad.
Correct.
And I guess while I'm talking, Zala's operation isn't a secret. They openly discussed it during a council meeting. And then Klein talked about the fact that everyone is supporting it, which is why he has no means to stop it.
But I think it's more the fact of what the operation is actually meant to do is not being disclosed versus
I don't know about that because
the
Klein
operation being a thing.
Klein also does like a news report about it. That's why I'm saying it's not a secret, because Klein is like actively trying to talk about it on the news. It's either Klein or Zala. One of them says
we
don't
Zala
want
talking
to.
about it on the news.
He says we don't want to conquer Earth.
100%. So Zala's talking about it on the news. What I'm saying is more the fact of yes, the operation is known, it's being voted on. The actual reason why Zala wants to do it is not being disclosed. What he actually wants to do during the operation is something between him and LaFlaga.
Unfortunately, I can't remember what their conversation was because it was written in Gothic Sans.
Yes, the Gothic Sans has messed up both of them.
I mean, that's not even a joke. I tend to remember. I feel like I remember everything as though it was being spoken in English, but only based on my memory of the subtitles. And every time they talked, or specifically when he was talking to Rao, I focused on the fact that I could not read the operation's name. So,
yes.
I mean, I understand I said it a lot, like it was a joke. Literally, I could not read the name. If I can't read the name, I can't remember what it is.
That makes sense.
My memory's tied that way.
But that is what I remember from the episode, and I know that we're going into a whole lot of conflict in a new suit for the Desert Tiger.
Well, you also forgotten another thing. What's Kigali up to?
I did. I am blanking hard on today.
She was #1 on the simulator. And then the show indicated to us that she wanted to get into a fighter jet, which then implies that she's going to be next to LaFlaga in aerial combat shit.
1,000,000%, because her score was there, and then there was the dude who's like, I can't let you in the jet, and she's like, yeah, I know. I just wanted to look at it.
And I guess maybe the implication that the rest of the teens from Heliopolis are also going to get military trained. They had the one who was like, I want to try the simulator. But then she also indicates to the others, you haven't even aimed a gun before, have you? Which indicates that they're going to go from the next step of, we've been dedicating our time on the bridge, to we're going to dedicate our time to boot or something.
Yes, no, I think that's a fair implication.
Anything else? I feel like there's still a lot of the episode we didn't touch on that I just can't.
I know.
It feels like you talked about like 10 minutes and then I corrected and say, hey, remember these other 5 minutes? And there's like another 10 minutes of the show we haven't talked about. Yeah. I guess Saeed talked about the fact that the women are like, maybe we should just side with the Zaft because we'd have better lives if true.
Oh yeah, because Zahid with the placing the explosives and using the mine shafts.
See, I didn't remember that either. I remember he was pointing out positions on a map. I didn't remember explosives or anything. I just him talking about. Sorry. Also, when the kids ran by playing and the woman was chasing after him, I kind of just focused on the visual.
It was implied explosives because we've seen them lay traps of a similar manner. And it was laying traps within the tunnel shafts.
Right, because the implication is that they can only lay those traps in the locations that the Archangel crew had previously talked about there being these massive sinkholes.
Exactly.
I think that's everything. God, this is bad. We literally just watched the episode. You think we would be good about this?
Yeah. Oh no, this is a rough one.
At least I've got the fact that I'm gonna have to rewatch the episode again. For one, the board, and two, for my notes. So even if we've missed it now, there's gonna be a future recording where we're gonna go over it all again. Don't worry, folks.
It's true.
All right. Well, anything else you want to bring up before we get into it?
No.
All right. Well, so we just go ahead and get on into it then. Thank God. See, he agrees with my statement from last time. He's upset that they're giving him a bipedal mobile suit.
I think I might have called it that he gets a bipedal suit.
Well, no. I'm still thinking that the tan one we see is his. Because obviously he's going to choose to be in a Bruce rather than one of those. Also, I think the implication is that they got sent with the Le Creuset team so that they would bring their own pilots and not have their pilots who are trained for Bruce's pilot these bipedal things. That would just be a bad choice. But also it indicates to me that why wouldn't the Archangel just make a run for it then? The threat of choice at the moment was to either go through Waltfield's command thing and have to fight it, or go through Gibraltar and have to fight the forces there. But they just brought the Gibraltar forces here, which means that the Archangel could make a run for Gibraltar and not have anything to fight. Especially because we knew that the Gundams were in Gibraltar, and now the Gundams are here. I mean, obviously the argument to be made is they wouldn't run because they want to help the rebel forces that are here. But, you know, they do have a goal that the government gave them.
Thing is, ultimately, them being here hinders the rebel forces because it makes them more of a target.
Right, but they have no obligation to fight for the rebel forces. Their orders came from the government, and if there's anything I remember from you saying is that Ramius needs to start following orders and do what you're told, which means that she should make a run for it and leave everyone behind. Yeah, that fucking thing you haven't explained yet, how you fell from orbit and survived. Wallfield's psychologically attacking Jewel.
Yeah. It's weird that he remembers that fight along with having them in his house. Yeah. Jimbo.
I'm guessing that's Ahim's mother.
I think it's a safe guess.
Well, I mean, she probably doesn't have any family here if we both think that she's a coordinator with zaft.
アフメドがいずれ加工して私にくれようとしていたものだとさっきおふくろさんから。
Okay, see, I was right.
マラカイトの原石か。
Not what I thought she was going to give her, though. I thought it was going to be a locket or something.
君も死んだ方がマシな口かね。いい目だね。まっすぐで。実にいい目だ。
あんなふざけたやつに。
動き出しちゃったって？
は、北北西へ向かい進行中です。足つきだ。
How are you taking photos when you literally have a spy plane in the area?
Yeah.
ここを突破しようと思えば、僕が向こうの指揮官でもそう動くだろうからな。
隊長。
もうちょっと待ってほしかったが、仕方ない。
出撃ですか。
ああ、レセプス、発進する。フォード・マルフター、ピートリーとヘンリー・カーターに打電しろ。はっ。
What are those?
遅いな。早く食えよ。
The Petrie and the Henry Carter, I mean.
やっぱ現地調達のもんはうまいね。
少佐、まだ食べるんですか。
俺たちはこれから戦いに行くんだぜ。
He's like, nah, man. I'm getting food. We're going to fight.
ソースはヨーグルトのがうまいぞ。
いえ、ドラもそう言ってたから。
Well, I mean, I think the saying is, you never say no to a meal or a drink because you don't know when the next one will be.
Yep.
So can't think about putting yogurt on food.
これから命のやり取りをしようって相手のことなんか知ってたってやりにくいだけだろ。
Yogurt is a very, very common base for a lot of sauces.
No, you said that last time too, when the choice was chili or yogurt. Both things I would not put on food.
サイム、うろたえるな。攻撃を受けたわけじゃない。
See, it is with a B.
トラもいよいよ本気で牙を向いてきたようだな。
It's funny he said taking off, and we're just tanking across the ground still.
Yeah.
敵に察知された兆候は認められません。
そうだよ。1号機にランチャー、2号機にソードだ。なんでって乾燥するより俺が乗り換えた方が早いからさ。連中には悪いがレジスタンスの戦力なんぞはっきり言って当てにならん。お前も踏ん張れよ。まあ
Kira's just saying right. It's like Kira's thinking, that's the same thing I think about all of you.
バーサーカーって
Yeah.
何ですか。知ってます。
バーサーカー？そりゃ何かの神話に出てくる狂戦士のことだろ。
狂戦士。
そう。普段はおとなしいのに戦いになると興奮して人が変わったよう
That's
に。
crazy, you don't know what a berserker is.
That'd be what you do.
I mean, if he didn't know what a berserker was, it'd just be less likely that Laflaga would quote the sci-fi berserker, which are machines that self-reproduce and, you know, destroy everything in their path.
レーダーに敵機とおぼしき影、拡大ひどく数細くクロー、1時半の方向です。その後方に大型の熱量2、敵空洞および駆逐艦と思われます。
What does a heat source even mean in the desert? Despite the fact we've only destroyed one Bruce ever with these rocket launchers.
I think we're about to see a lot of people get wiped out.
I don't know. There's a situation where all the good guys and all the bad guys are in one spot. Historically, the good guys tend to lose more people. But this is a narrative
Yeah.
And in narratives, good guys typically win. Ali Striker Pack? Is that one we've seen before?
バク相手には火力より機動性です。わかった。
I'm gonna guess
I'm not
no.
sure.
I'm guessing no. I'm gonna guess it's some sort of flight pack.
キラヤマト、行きます。
It doesn't look like one we've seen before.
Oh, that one actually scratched the Archangel.
バリアント手
右から回り込むぞ。フェード。バクは何機いるんだ。4、5機か。
What was it? 76 shots to depower his armor?
Yes.
Something I don't know if Waltfield told everybody else or not. I think it's hers. Although it matches his color scheme, I don't know.
He's the Decker, and it matches his. I think it's his.
Okay, it's Tiger. He's got the tiger stripes. It's orange. He's orange. Tony the Tiger. Come on, it all matches up. Though she's got orange in her hair.
君たちの機体は砲戦仕様だ。高速戦闘を行うバクーのスピードにはついてこれんだろう。しかし、イザーク、もうよせ。命令なんだ。失礼いたしました。
Yeah, I mean, yours is like an up-close dueling Gundam. It's hard to do that on the sand. And you've been in Gibraltar this whole time.
誰にでもできるというものではないだろうしな。
Okay, what is she piloting then? Never mind, it's a dual thing.
They're both in there.
Did not account for that.
That makes it scarier. I think it's both that she is controlling where they go and he's controlling the way.
That or she's just controlling the sensors.
Ah.
You know, kind of like a jet situation, target marker and whatnot.
Yep.
I don't know, it wasn't funny, but that these guys are watching a thing blow up and then boom, they get just blown up.
Yeah.
For as ineffectual as they are, I appreciate that they put their bipedal mobile suits on top of the solid structures.
Yes.
Fuck that guy, I guess. Also, I guess all of them had beam sabers coming out of their mouths.
That was cool.
時の方向に艦影。敵艦です。
なんですって。もう一隻伏せていたのか。アークエンジェルが。
I mean, you're in the middle of a whole fight. You really can't protect the Archangel from everything.
君の相手は私だよ。奇妙なパイロット君。
艦砲直撃コース。
かわして撃ち落とせ。
Did neither.
No, that's what they're doing. They're shooting you down.
くそやってくれるじゃないよトラさんよ。
アークエンジェルが。
これでは狙い撃ちだぞ。ストライクは。かがり。かがり。
Flying in the air. What are you gonna do?
バクとは違う。
Taking mobility to a whole nother level.
It's not a boost.
なるほど。いい腕ね。
Mm-hmm.
だろう。今日は冷静に戦っているようだが。
Okay, it's literally the reverse of what you said. She's doing the weapons, he's piloting.
Yeah.
辛いわね、アンディ。ああいう子好きでしょうに。
投降すると思うか。
いいえ。
My problem is I really like Wallfield. But again, this kid's nickname is just Jesus Yamato. I don't think he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
これはレセプスの甲板上にデュエルとバスターを確認。
何？スラスター全開。
How did they survive
ゴッ
re-entry?
ドフリートの車線が取れない。
やってます。しかし船体が何かに引っかかってて。おい、なんだ。
Yeah, she's about to get in a jet.
I mean, I knew that was gonna happen somehow, but the Archangel was flying in air, and she was on the ground.
下がれ。吹っ飛ぶぞ。ハッチ開けて。
Literally, the part that they didn't show us is how she got from the ground into the air.
時のガキやハッチ開けろ。 落としたら承知しねえからな。
スカイブラスター2号機が発進。何？
おい2号機に誰が乗ってる。
パイロットはカガリさんだそうです。なんだと？
It's fine. She got number 1 on the simulation.
やるね。
It's true. The ground without impact simulation.
もう一機。隊長。
Yeah, the one with the simulator didn't move at all, so she had 0 G's.
愛知県内じゃこんなだよ。
この状況でこんなことをしていられるか。
イザク。
This would get real dicey for you.
そろそろパワーが心もとないのではないかな。
Yazik, I liked you so much.
That's called sand.
I liked you so much, but you're just being an idiot.
どうだ？しまった。
Kigali might have a safe in if we are right about her being the daughter of somebody that defected from Zaft. Because they might just capture her and try to use her rather than kill her.
Yeah, I can see that.
アンスキメ、あれだけの攻撃でまだ。
まずいわよ、アンディ。
おいおいおい、
Talk shit, find out.
That's what sand says.
Of
Yeah.
course. Gets everywhere. She's got like 5 times as much orange in her hair as when her helmet's not on.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but it's the beam saber that kills everything. Yeah, we're gonna be putting a big old red X against the Lessips.
Yeah.
こいつら足場さえ第4第9区画消失第3区画大破火災発生機関および振動モーター停止くそ
Oh, also the second in command guy.
ダコスト君
はい
退官命令を出せ
隊長
勝敗は決した残存兵をまとめてバナディーヤに引き上げジブラルタルと連絡を取れ
隊長
君も脱出しろアイシャ
そんなことするぐらいなら死んだ方がマシね。
君もバカだな
何度でも。
Yep.
では付き合ってくれ
Yeah, it's a shame. I always pick guys that I like, and the guys that I like always die.
もうやめてください勝負はつきました降伏を
言ったはずだぞ戦争には明確な終わりのルールなどないと
バルトフェルドさん
戦うしかなかろう互いに敵である限りどちらかが滅びるまでな
Oh.
Ah, damn it, I
Many
was
buses
hoping that was
not.
gonna be Waltfield doing that. Oh, I was hoping he was gonna go through the crotch and cut his legs off. I wish just once one of my favorite characters would, like, win.
Well, just become a fan of Kira.
No, fuck no.
なんかないのに
For that. That's one of the reasons why no. Now, I'm always a fan of the enemy side. Not because they're the bad guys or anything, but because their stories are much more impactful. Because the good guys have plot armor, right? They're not gonna die in any normal fight. But any random mook on the bad guy side, life or death in every battle. You never know. Every fight is literally one that they're probably not gonna walk away from. They are the underdog. Even, like, it's like the Galactic Empire scenario, right? Even though they're part of the overarching empire that is the superpower of the universe, every stormtrooper is the underdog.
Yeah. Yeah, you make a very valid point.
Well, it makes them more interesting to root for. Plus, you know, you gotta figure out why they're on that side.
砂漠を抜け航海へと出たアークエンジェル広がる水面に癒されてゆく心胸にしみるのは敵将の言葉の真実か現実か明るい髪の少女の思いかが時は悩むいとまも与えずきらめく波の下には新たな敵が潜む次回機動戦士ガンダムシード紅に染まる海青きしぶきを切り裂けガンダム
Well, that's also a common Gundam trope. The sudden appearance of an underwater mobile suit. It's even more strange here given the fact that the only people who make mobile suits come from space and have little to no experience on the ground, let alone underwater. I also broke out in like a spit take laugh when they said the girl with the light hair. They're comparing everybody together. You know, the enemy commander, reality, or the girl with the light hair. It's a random inclusion.
Hey, you got to beware the girl with the light hair.
It rhymes, so it must be true.
Exactly.
That's how reality works. In which case, it's reality then, and not the girl with the light hair. I don't know. Must be Cagley, though. Flay's red, even though it's a light red, isn't light hair to me. And I think Cagley is blonde.
I would agree with that.
Yep. I mean, that's two people to X off the list, I guess. I guess the assumption is what's his name? The second in command got away because he was ordered to retreat, and I don't remember seeing the Lesips explode. DaCosta, sorry, what's his name?
Yeah. I think it's very much left in a spot where...
Well, I mean, they're leaving it behind. Like, he's out of the story now.
Out of the story. I think we're also leaving the rebels behind as well.
I don't know. That's harder to tell. I mean, technically, I guess next episode could start with the wrap-up of that and then move on to the Red Sea, given that DaCosta was given orders to retreat and then recontact with Gibraltar, which then means whatever's left at Gibraltar could still stand in their way. Because they didn't go to the west, to the mountain ranges and everything. So, they still have to pass through Gibraltar. I mean, even if they didn't, even if they did send all of their mobile suits, it has to be a functional base of some sort.
Yeah, so I think we're going to be introduced to a different branch of resistance, and I think that we're going to see Kigali leave the rebels to join the Archangel.
I don't think we're getting a new branch of resistance. I think we're just going to move on with the Archangel and possibly whoever stays from the resistance,
I mean,
like Egyptian Rambo.
I don't mean the resistance. I mean resistance to the Archangel.
Sorry, try again?
Zaft.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that was just confusing because we have a faction we're literally calling the Resistance.
Yeah.
Desert Dawn was their actual name that we have said once, and I think it was me in a recap. Not a recap, in a Theta's Thoughts section back in episode 16.
No, it was only once it was said.
Well, because I was making a comparison to Witch from Mercury, so I know I only said it out loud in a Theta's Thoughts because I was making a comparison that these guys are called Desert Dawn, and we had a faction in an Earth Resistance faction in Witch from Mercury called Dawn of Fold. So just like the whole use of the word Dawn on an Earth Resistance group. Yeah, no, I kind of thought that these guys were going to last longer. We got, what, 3 episodes? 4? Maybe 4 episodes?
I think 4.
Yeah. It's a cool character, and I'm disappointed that they are now both dead.
Expected one more episode for Tiger.
I mean, I knew it was probably coming, given the fact that we literally saw him get into a mobile suit to fight the big bad. I mean, sorry, Kira. To some people, he's not the big bad, but yeah. And I guess he had double the chance of winning, considering he had a co-pilot that was a named character, but did not end up the way. Otherwise, the whole Resistance didn't die like you anticipated.
Oh yeah, no, I thought it was going to be a massacre, but it wasn't.
In this case, my use of Resistance means the Resistance on Earth, not the Resistance to Earth. Now that we're using it in double fashion.
Indeed.
Yeah, barely anybody died this episode. Just 2 people. Well, just 2 named people, obviously, is what I mean to say. Implications of a bunch of other...
Yeah, there was many Many
Zaft pilots, Desert Dawn people too. I don't think any new people were introduced.
There might have been one or two, or that could have been the previous episode.
Yeah, those people are already on the board. You know,
In that case, I don't think so, then.
Aisha, Shamsuddin, Aljari, Yura. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, glad I added the town leader of the town that was already destroyed. Yura, the son of a guy who's not going to be in the episodes anymore. Waltfield, well, I guess Waltfield I had since 16, but Aisha, who's dead now, and again, DaCosta, who's also left behind.
Yeah.
Valuable additions.
Hey, they're so important, you know?
I mean, there's a bunch of people who are on the board who haven't been around forever. Frederick Aids hasn't been around in forever. Because we left him in space. We see the command of Zaft more than we see Frederick now.
Yeah. No, it seems like outside of the main characters, there's a lot of people who pop in for like 4 to 5 episodes and then leave.
Yeah, we might call those arcs.
What?
Hell, we could consider those character arcs for those people. Because that's the only time they're getting on screen.
You're crazy.
Anything else you want to bring up?
No. No, I think it was all pretty well stated. The fact that we got to see Kigali getting that's it.
Yeah, it was a combat episode, which makes it pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess with that said, I have been Theta, this has been Justin, we've been Stone-Faced Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?